Members, on concurrence, we are going to take up file item number 2. That is AB 908 by Mr. Gomez. Clerk will read.
Assembly Bill 908 by Assemblymember Gomez and others, an act relating to disability compensation, making appropriation therefore.
Mr. Gomez, you may open.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. Assembly Bill 908 is back from the Senate on concurrence, and this bill will increase the wage replacement rate under the Paid Family Leave program here in California. Currently, California provides 6 weeks of paid leave at 55% under the Paid Family Leave program. And this program has been a lifeline for many California families since its inception and implementation in 2002 and 2004. We've seen studies that show women actually retain jobs through pregnancy, return to jobs after they've had their child. At the same time, you've seen increases in positive movement when it comes to infant health and maternal health. And even some studies are now showing a decrease in shaken baby syndrome and other positive impacts of the Paid Family Leave program. But under the Paid Family Leave program, not all was perfect. A 2014 study by the Senate Labor Committee showed that not all Californians use the Paid Family Leave program at the same rate. The people who use it the most are the ones that are making $84,000 or more a year, and the people who are using it the least are the ones who are making minimum wage or barely above minimum wage. And when you actually sit there and you think about it, it actually makes sense. Because if a worker is already struggling to make ends meet on 100% of their salary, already living paycheck to paycheck, what makes us think that a worker can take off 6 weeks at 55% of their wage? So this bill will increase the wage replacement to 60% for all workers, 70% to individuals who are making minimum wage or barely above minimum wage. And this is going to let them actually use a program that they actually pay into. Currently, people who are making $84,000 or more make up 3% of the contributors, but are 16% of the people that actually use the program. And people who are making minimum wage or barely above minimum wage make up 16% of the contributors into the program, but only use it 3% of the time. So we have to make this program work for all Californians, and this is what this bill does. It makes it work by making it more equitable and understanding that people have different situations when it comes to their family life and economically. This bill is going to fix a problem and hopefully increase the utilization rates of the Paid Family Leave program throughout California. There is no business opposition. This does not put any additional burdens on companies. This does not put any additional burdens on workers. And I think this is a step in the right direction and will help California's families. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Mr. Gomez. Mr. Rendon, you are recognized from your desk.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd also like to thank the author for bringing this bill forward. We have a big problem with poverty in this state. 4 out of every 10 Californians lives in poverty. Most of those are working families. Without safety net programs such as paid family leave and state disability insurance, the working poor can simply not survive. California's paid family leave program is a critical lifeline for families caring for a new child or serious loved ones. Raising the wage replacement rates provide paid family leave to the workers who need it most. This program would also help to enhance economic security for vulnerable families that often live paycheck to paycheck. Low-income workers cannot wait. They need us to pass this bill today. I urge your support for AB 908.
Thank you, Mr. Rendon. Mr. Levine, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am proud to co-author AB 908, and I thank the author for introducing it. Over 13 million California workers are covered by the state disability insurance program and paid family leave. These hard-working Californians need to rely on benefits they receive from these programs when they cannot work for health or family reasons. These programs were intended to be safety nets, which are fully funded through employee-paid taxes. This bill recognizes that the current level of benefits is insufficient and fails to provide a meaningful safety net for California workers and their families. This bill corrects that in a sustainable manner that assures the fiscal integrity of these programs. I applaud the author for bringing this bill forward, and I ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Mr. Levine. Mr. Alejo, you're recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker and members. As chair of the Latino Legislative Caucus and as a co-author of this bill, I want to thank my friend, the Assemblymember from Los Angeles, for bringing this important measure forward. We are very proud that a member of our caucus is advancing this policy, and I want to especially thank him for working with Governor Brown to craft this bill in a way that will make it a reality for millions of working Californians who can use it. I'm proud that the fact that California is only one of 4 states in the union to have paid family leave, and it's truly an example of California leading the way, and I hope the other states also follow our example. But the truth is that paid family leave is out of reach of many Californians. Current law only provides paid family leave at 55% of the worker's current salary, and Californians who work minimum wage cannot afford to take paid time off. This means that many low-wage Californians are now forced to choose between being able to put food on the table and not spending important time with their families. This is not a choice that Californians should have to make. And let us not forget the inescapable truth. A disproportionate number of low-income Californians are of color. AB 908 will make paid family leave a reality for more and more Californians, many of them in communities of color. It will no longer force them to have to make a difficult choice between putting food on the table and taking care of their families. And we all know that a mantra of our Latino Legislative Caucus is that the interests of California's Latinos are the interests of all working Californians, and that's certainly true with this important bill. With that, I want to respectfully ask for everybody to support this important measure.
Thank you, Mr. Alejo. Mr. Cooley, you are recognized.
Colleagues, I'm pleased to rise in support of this bill. Today, my daughter-in-law will be seeing a nurse to kind of check her pregnancy. The due date was Saturday. I know from my son and daughter-in-law's life, but also in the life of a woman who's at one of my favorite restaurants, kids today face these big medical bills of the birth itself and are stressed over the cost and the expense of having a baby and work right up until the last possible moment to kind of keep a paycheck going because of the expenses of childbirth, child rearing. It's tremendous pressure on families. So this is a very important breakthrough to respond to the environment that kids face growing up today when they're looking to bring a baby into the world. So I just thank you for this very important bill.
Thank you, Mr. Cooley. Okay. All debate having ceased, members, Mr. Gomez, you may close.
Members, Mr. Speaker, Assembly Bill 908 is going to set California to lead on leave once again. Currently, throughout the country, there is a national debate occurring regarding paid family leave. More than a dozen states have introduced legislation to create their own paid family leave program after the model here in California. So we should be proud of the paid family leave law that we passed. We were the pioneers, and a lot of the negative impacts that folks said were occurred never occurred. The jobs never left, the workers weren't overburdened, and you actually seen a positive growth in the use of the paid family leave program. But we need to make sure that people don't follow our mistakes or some of our shortcomings in our program. This bill helps low-wage workers, helps all workers, and I think will set an example for the rest of the nation to follow. So I ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Ms. Gomez. With that, the clerk will open the roll. All members vote who desire to vote. All members vote who desire to vote. All members vote who desire to vote. The clerk will close the roll. Tally the vote. Ayes 47, no 0. Measure passes. Members, moving briefly back to guest introductions. Ms. Brown. Ms. Brown, you have a guest with us today.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have 3 guests that I'd like to introduce today who surprised me coming in. We have Roxanne Williams, who's an educator in San Bernardino. in the San Bernardino Unified School District. We have Rosa Morga, and she is from Moreno Valley, and she's in education there. And then I have my favorite son, Hardy Brown II. Hardy is a trustee on the San Bernardino County Board of Education, and they're all here for the big conference that's being held in town, the California Association of African American Superintendents and Administrators. Please join me in welcoming my three guests today.
I got this. I got this. We will now move to convene the second extraordinary session. Without objection, we will substitute the prayer, pledge, and other opening procedures in the regular session for those in the second extraordinary session. Mr. Holden, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I request unanimous consent to suspend Assembly Rule 96 and Assembly Rule 63 and withdraw Senate Bill 5 Leno and Senate Bill 7 Hernandez from the Public Health and Developmental Services Committee and allow them to be taken up today without reference to file for purposes of third reading.
Without objection, such shall be the order.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.